They thought it was a fluke when a Kiwi named Shane Van Gisbergen rocked up to the streets of Chicago in 2023 and won a NASCAR Cup race on debut, the first bloke to do that in 60 years. The Yanks laughed it off. Lucky, they said, won't happen again. Then in 2025, SVG turned a NASCAR's road courses into his own private kingdom. 5 road wins out of 6, a near monopoly. By the end of 2026, he'd added Watkins Glen charging from 30 seconds down like the rest of the field was parked. And here's the part nobody in America wants to say out loud. He wasn't a one-off. He was the warning shot because down under there's a whole production line of drivers built in the exact same factory that forged SVG. Same brutal category, same skills, same hunger. And right now, 3 of them are circling NASCAR like sharks who've smelled blood in the water. NASCAR knows it, too. They've already started changing the rules quietly, tweaking the system to stop these road course assassins from gaming the playoffs. But here's the thing, rules don't stop talent. Music, and the secret weapon these 3 blokes share, it can't be banned. I'll show you exactly what it is before the end of this video. And once you see it, you'll understand why the Yanks are genuinely worried. This isn't a visit, this is an invasion. Now look, the mainstream American outlets won't cover this properly. They'll give SVG a pat on the head and move on. They are not tracking what's coming next, but we are. NASCAR Nation, it is the only channel mapping the Supercars takeover of American motorsport. Every signing, every test, every road course masterclass. Breaking it down with the technical detail you actually deserve. If you're an Aussie or a Kiwi and you're proud of our drivers showing the world how it's done, this is your tribe. Smash that subscribe button and ring the bell because when one of these 3 cracks a cup win, you'll want to be in the room when it happens, not finding out a week later. Right. Let's meet the 3 monsters. Driver 1, Brody Kostecki, the Busch mechanic. Start with the most dangerous one, the 2023 Supercars champion, the bloke who's already done it. In 2024, Brody Kostecki strapped into the number 33 Richard Childress Racing Chevy at the Indianapolis road course and made his Cup debut and looked like he belonged. RCR's Richard Childress has been openly chasing him ever since. In 2025, Brody tore through a turbulent season, splitting from Erebus and landing at Dick Johnson Racing's Shell V Power Team, then immediately ripping off wins at Townsville and beyond. He's since locked in with that team through 2030. But here's what makes Brody special and why he terrifies me as a NASCAR prospect. His background is dirt, sprint cars, speedway. He spent his teenage years racing stock cars in America, and he said himself that it's where his robust elbows-out style was forged. He thrives in an ill-handling, sliding, low-grip race car. That's not a NASCAR weakness, that is NASCAR. The technical key with Brody is rotation on corner entry. Sprint car racers learn to throw a car sideways and steer it on the throttle, not the wheel. On a NASCAR road course, where the next-gen car is a 1,500-kilo brick that wants to understeer off every apex, that instinct is gold. While American oval guys are fighting the car, fighting the front end, Brody's already got the thing rotated and pointed at exit, putting the power down early. He drives a bad car better than most blokes drive a good one. That's not coachable. That's the Busch mechanic in him. Think of a young, hungrier Kyle Larson, except Larson took years to figure out road courses. Brody arrived already knowing. Driver 2, Cam Waters, the clinical assassin. If Brody is fire, Cam Waters is ice. And Cam's the one who's quietly built the most American resume of all 3. He's made his NASCAR Truck Series debut at Martinsville with ThorSport, stepped up to a full truck campaign, scored a top 5 at Lime Rock Park's road course, and is firmly on RFK Racing's radar for bigger things. He's actually the one full-time Supercars driver who's gone and turned laps on the ovals. Most won't go near them, but road courses are where Cam becomes a problem for everybody. His superpower is tire management, and I cannot oversell how important this is. The supercar he races has 600 horsepower, no ABS, no traction control, a sequential box, and skinny tires that fall off a cliff if you abuse them. He spent his whole career learning to extract a qualifying lap on lap 1 and then nurse those tires for a full stint without losing a tenth. Now look at what wins NASCAR road races. It's not raw speed, it's degradation. It's the bloke who can save the rears in stage 1 and still have grip when everyone else is sliding into the gravel in stage 3. The technical insight here is trail braking and minimum speed discipline. Cam doesn't stab the brakes, he bleeds them off, trailing pressure deep into the corner to keep the front loaded and the car rotating, all while managing exactly how much he asks of the tire. Cup veterans who came up on ovals brake in a straight line and turn. It's a different language and Cam's been speaking it fluently for a decade. That's why a Supercars guy is genuinely better at this than a 15-year Cup veteran. The veteran has to unlearn habits. Cam doesn't have any to unlearn. Driver 3, Chaz Mostert, the natural. And then there's the one with the trophy that matters most right now. Chaz Mostert is the reigning 2025 Supercars champion. Clinched it in a final round showdown in Adelaide, capping a monster year with wins at Taupo, the Gold Coast twice, Sandown, and Tasmania. 28 career wins, over 100 podiums. After 13 years of chasing it, the bloke finally stamped himself as the best in the country. Chaz is the purest natural talent of the three, and his single most NASCAR-relevant skill is wet weather car control. And if you've never seen Mostert dance a Supercars through a downpour, go and watch it. It's hypnotic. He has an almost supernatural feel for the limit when there's zero grip. Why does that matter? Because NASCAR road courses now run in the rain. The next-gen car races on wet tires, and races that used to get red flagged now run on. Suddenly, wet pace isn't a novelty, it's a weapon. And most Cup drivers have barely any wet running experience at all. The technical key for Chaz is apex management and weight transfer. In the wet, the apex moves the grips in different places, and you have to feel the car loading and unloading through your backside, not your eyes. Chaz reads weight transfer better than almost anyone alive. He's the kind of driver who, the moment the heavens open at a NASCAR road course, would go from mid-pack to leading the field in 3 laps while everyone else tiptoes. But, here's where it gets spicy, because NASCAR has seen this invasion coming, and they've built a wall. Remember that secret weapon I promised? Here it is. All 3 of these blokes spend their entire careers racing turn left and turn right with no driver aids and cars that constantly try to kill them. That all-round raw unassisted skill set is exactly what makes a road course killer. You cannot manufacture it in a NASCAR simulator. You can only earn it down under. So, how does NASCAR fight back? The rules. For 2026, NASCAR scrapped win and in. Used to be win a single race and you're locked into the playoffs. That was the road course ringer's golden ticket. Turn up. Win one road course, book your September. Even SVG would have ridden that straight into the chase. Not anymore. Now, it's pure points. You can win 3 road races and still miss the playoffs if your oval results are rubbish. And that's exactly the trap SVG's been fighting all season, sitting on the playoff bubble despite being untouchable on the twisties. It's basically an anti-Supercars rule. A wall built specifically to stop our blokes cashing in their road course brilliance. But, here's the kicker. They're already adapting. Cam Waters didn't just chase road courses. He went and raced the ovals, trucks at Martinsville. He's the one Supercars driver deliberately building the oval craft to beat the very rule designed to stop him. The wall's going up and these 3 are already learning to climb it. So, let's call it what it is. SVG kicked the door in. Now, Brody Kostecki's bringing the dirt track grit. Cam Waters is bringing clinical tire-saving precision. And the reigning champ, Chaz Mostert, is bringing God-tier car control in any condition you throw at him. 3 drivers, 1 mission. To walk into the biggest motorsport country on earth and remind the